Happy Hyrox Day! It is the 26th of January and today I am doing my first ever Hyrox. And we're going to Manchester, and I thought for all you first timers out there I would bring you along with me, show you what to expect and have fun. Outfit check of the day, I have Gymshark sports bra, Gymshark leggings, some like white socks on, and then I've done my hair and my makeup. So we're about to go to Manchester now, but I need to go and eat some food. Delicious. My head currently looks like an egg because I've had to do my hair like really tight so it doesn't come out. But I'm going to Manchester now and yeah, you're gonna come along with me. So we are in Manchester. You can see the Deansgate Towers behind me, and we are just coming up to Manchester Central itself. I had to park like 15 minutes away because otherwise the pricing is so expensive. So yeah, only paid £5 for car parking, which is so good. Time to go in. How scary. We have arrived, so I've just come in and athlete registration is over here. So I'm trying to find Emily and Phoebe. I don't know where they've gone. So I'm gonna go and register and then go find them. Hi! Me and Emily have got our wristbands. Great. We are ready to go. We've got our number. What's yours? 34. Mine's 36. Ooh, close. Yeah. We are gonna go eat some food to fuel up and then race time! Go on, Emma! I actually completed it, 1 hour and 30 something. Gosh, done. First one in the bag. Thank you, Manchester. It was amazing. The only recovery needed right now, my legs are actually dead, but they feel, they're like compressing them. So hopefully the tingly sensation will go, and I have 20 minutes before I need to leave, and then I need to go to Nottingham for a 3-hour cheer session. So wish me luck. I am finally back home at basically, I don't know if you can see, basically 10 o'clock. It's been one hell of a long day. I just did cheer for 2 hours as well after the Hyrox. But I finished up at 1:31, which I'm so proud of for my first ever attempt at a Hyrox. Like, it was hard. And I am just like, I feel like the adrenaline's not even worn off yet at all. But like, the experience itself was actually so fun. Like, I enjoyed it. But yeah, it was hard. My heart rate, majority of the way around, was like above 190. I at one point my heart rate got to 199 and I was like, that is crazy high for like the type of activity we were doing. For an hour and a half I was in zone 5. I actually learned so much doing it. It's so good just to get a feel for the movements, because all of the apparatus is so different to like the stuff I use at my gym, and it's really nice to like be able to feel it out. And I changed my technique in sled pull, sled push and in burpees halfway through the station, just purely for the fact that like I'd heard so many different ways to do it and I was like, oh, which way is best, which way is best, which way is best. And you genuinely just don't know what works for you until you're there. Like, there's a lot of like, oh, this technique is the best, this technique is the best, this technique is the best. But realistically, like, you have to find one that works for you. And so after I changed my burpees technique, like, I feel like I got more confident going through it. After I tried the sled push technique, oh my God. I got through that so quickly. Sled pull, that one was my like worst station, I can't lie. And I was thinking it was going to be better than that, but the rope's like not taut, which was so weird. You had to like tense the rope before you pull it. And I just wasn't getting the momentum or the actions or whatever correctly. So stuff to work on for next time, which was great. And like my runs were very consistent, which just shows like what kind of pace I was at, and kind of now I know where I want to go. So I'm thinking of booking like a half marathon / marathon attempt to try and get my runs up and just practice running more, because you definitely need to make sure that that's your priority. Like, people say it a lot, but I thought I was taking my run seriously, and you need to take it even more seriously than you think you do. Like, go on 20k runs as a slow pace, go on interval sessions, go on blah blah blah. You need to do it. But yeah, I'm just gonna do like a little sit down and quick tips with everyone, just from like my experience today, because I fucked up from the start, quite literally. And as a first time Hyroxy, like, I think there's going to be a lot of people that will do a Hyrox for the first time and need to know this information. Okay, so my first tip of the day is do not forget your ankle strap. Because what did I do? I got to the start line and they start checking everyone, make sure you're the right round, you've got all your stuff, and they check your ankle straps. And I was like, oh my God, no, like, no way have I forgot the one stupidly important thing that you need to have on your ankle during a Hyrox. So I was like, I'm such an idiot, I'm really, really sorry, like, what are my options, like, what can I do? And they were like, well, you can either race, and you can race without a time, or you can go and like get your thing. He was literally like, don't stress, like, you're literally fine. So then they put me in a later wave, which was like good, and I'm glad I did do the later wave anyway, because they put you like, based on what you suggest your time finish will be, they put you in kind of groups, and everyone in mine I think wanted like below 120, and yeah, I think you underestimate how hard it's going to be on the day. But I definitely could have ran harder, I think. But I think I was also just happy with the pace I was doing. But whilst you're running, the biggest thing you need to remember is your laps. And I'm flipping forgetful enough to not even remember my ankle thing. So yet alone being confused about what stations I'm meant to be on, all this, that and the other. And they do have a board. But this board just doesn't update every time. So sometimes you could like run through the board and your name just not come up. Also, there was so many Emmas. It isn't just my tip, like everyone does. I got suggested it from someone else, and it's to have a bobble round your hand, like, and just change it over every time. So for the first lap, I'd have it on this wrist. So when I started out in the tunnel, I had my bobble on this hand as like lap 1. Then when I saw it again, I moved it over to this hand and did lap 2. And then every time it was on this hand, I knew the next time round that I went, once I've moved it, I then could go into the station. And most of the time it told me what station I was on, but also you can kind of count what station you're on anyway, because you know what you've just done and you know what you need to do. But this literally saved my life multiple times, because I was just all over the place mentally. I literally did not think throughout the whole thing. First ski erg, I don't really have any tips for this, I can't lie, because I mean, I think I got like 4:15, and I just went in and I set it to 7 and just went. I just did it. And then station 2, sled push. Yes, sled push. Do not have your arms by your side, like here, as your elbows in. Like, you have to grip it round the outside, push your whole body weight into it. Oh my God, it moves like a gem. so much easier. I literally was like running with it after I like changed my technique, and I wish I had done that from the start now. But next time, I now know, like, I can run with it. Sled pull, I really, really wish I could give you tips on that. I genuinely don't know where to start. It was just weird. It was just like, I don't know. The rope wasn't taut. Like, I couldn't pull the rope. It was like, the rope was like springy. So I was like pulling it, and then I put my other hand on it. But then, like, because I'd let this hand go, it was like slack, and I just couldn't. It was weird. But when I like sat deep into it and squatted down and pulled it from a lower stance, it was easier to pull than trying to pull it with my arms, because I don't. Lucy Davis, I don't know how she does it, but it's insane. Burpees. Okay, burpees is an interesting one. I feel like I changed my technique, and I think it really helped. Personally, for me, it really, really helped. Obviously, other people might prefer it differently, but I literally did the biggest jump I could, and then I'd burpee to the floor, and then I'd hold for 5 seconds, and then I did the biggest burpee I could, like jump I could, and then hold the thing. Which, yes, you put more effort into the jump than you do the burpee itself, but the burpee itself, I don't find that strenuous. I find the more I'm doing the burpees continuously, that's what I find gets me more out of breath. So I just jumped further and put my hands down and just got to the floor, and then jumped further, put my hands down, got to the floor. I held it for like 3 seconds, stood up, jumped as far as I could, held it, waited 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, stood up and jumped as far as I could. And I reckon next time around I'd do the same technique. I'd do the same technique from the very start, and I'd also be able to have less breath on the floor, because I knew like that I'd be able to manage it all the way around. I don't even know what happened with row. Like, I think I was good, but my arms were just dead from the sled pull. Like, I genuinely just couldn't do it. I still got like 5 minutes something, but my arms were just knackered. And then I tried like using my legs more, and for some reason my glutes in a row really like engage, so like they just were getting numb, and I just couldn't. Another tip: make sure your trainers aren't too tight, because my trainers, they're normally like quite loose, and so I tightened them up, did them really tight. My feet were numb basically the whole way around, which is so stupid. But I also didn't want them to come off, and they like felt good on my feet, so I'm kind of like glad and not glad how tight I did my shoes. The first thing I did when I finished wall balls was get off the stage and take my shoes off. Farmer's carries, probably say grab the like front part of the weight. Don't grab it like a shopping bag. Grab like the corner, so you've got like more shape, I don't know, in your hand, because that's really like, that makes it a lot easier. And also I had a break halfway around, but you are capable of holding it for longer than I think you are. But I did those in like 2 minutes, which was quite a good one for me. I just got a bit confused because in Manchester you had to go all the way down and all the way back up and then all the way down again, and then I thought the in was the same as the out, but they were blocking it. The people that were instructing it were blocking it, so people did the second one. I was like, I've already done the second one, like where do I need to go? As I'm like gripping these flipping heavy things, and they also felt heavier than 16 kg. I'm not gonna lie, they were not 16 kg. There's no way, because I picked 16 kg up so much and they felt heavier. The lunges, holy shit, is all I'm gonna say. The cramp is another level. Like, I literally had to break it down and do like 3, stand, shake my legs off, 5, stand, shake my legs off, 3, 5, 3, 5. Like, I literally just had to do that because of how painful it was. And then to go into that, from that into the last run, and genuinely was just not a bit of me. And then flipping warbles, by the time I finished that last run and got to warbles, I was literally just like, no, like I'm done, like there's no way I can do this. And my friends were there and they were just like, take it 10 at a time, you got this, like you're gonna smash it, like keep going, take a breath, take a second, do it, take a breath, do it. And it helped so much because I genuinely don't think I could have done it if they weren't there, which I'm really grateful that they were. So yeah, thanks guys. I had a great day, but I am really tired, so I'm gonna go to bed now. But if you got to the end of the video and you've listened to all these tips, then that probably means you're doing a Hyrox soon. So I wanted to wish you the best of luck. And if you want to stay updated on my progress, then please like and subscribe. And I'm also making loads of videos of other things that I'm achieving this year. So I have some really exciting things coming up and I'm looking forward to filming them all for you. But I hope you like the video and thank you so much for staying to the end. And if you have any more questions, like feel free to message me. My Instagram is linked in my account because I'm happy to answer any. And if you're thinking about booking your first Hyrox and you've watched this video, go for it. And you never know what you might achieve. My motto. So on that note, I probably will book a half marathon. How exciting!